Police say a man charged with the murder of a teenager found dead in a Gwinnett County mall acted suspicious almost from the moment they found her body. Channel 2 Gwinnett County Bureau Chief Tony Thomas is live at the mall with information that allowed police to make an arrest. Tony?
Craig, police say right after Silly Man's body was found in the food court area of Gwinnett Place Mall here, her boyfriend left the state. He would only talk to them, they say, by phone from New York and never would arrange to meet them in person. Now investigators say they know why.
That was kind of suspicious behavior for someone that's supposed to be very close to her to not really participate in the investigation.
But Gwinnett County police were willing to wait Emmett Davis out, especially as they waited for test results and phone records to help confirm whether 19-year-old Silly Man was murdered or died of some other cause. Investigators say those records put the couple together around the mall the week after Thanksgiving last year. That's when they believe man was killed.
Detectives do believe that that is the crime scene.
The Georgia State student's body was discovered December 21st by a mall security guard. The body was behind this counter area of a former food court restaurant. Warrants put her death at some time between November 30th and December 7th and say Davis asphyxiated her.
And hello everybody, how are we feeling after that amazing trip down memory lane? Just to clarify, what you just saw to open the video, if you don't know already, is a exclusive look behind the scenes of the Stranger Things Volume 3, or Season 3 rather, set that is going to be part of their series. Just being able to see that is something that I can't put into words, just how amazing that was, to see the amazing attention to detail with the 80s storefronts and all that. So I'm so happy that I was able to witness part of that set. So keep an eye out for Stranger Things Season 3 coming up on Netflix, I believe sometime next year. So getting into the mall at hand, as you're seeing right here, this is a shot of the Sears that is closing. This Sears right here was a prototype store, and as you can tell as I pan around here, you can tell just how different this Sears looks from every other Sears in the area. And if you did not know already from the title, we are at the Gwinnett Place Mall in Duluth, Georgia, a mall that I have wanted to see for quite a while. As I say with many places, there's lots of malls that I have on my list. And then when I found out about the filming of Stranger Things, it became top priority to get here. And this was the first place that I stopped on my abbreviated Atlanta, North Carolina defuncto trip that went for kaput for most of the trip. But anyways, this was the first place I stopped. My hotel was actually right across the street from here, so I made sure that I stopped here and got as much footage as I possibly could. So just going to ramble on here for a minute about a couple things about this mall and then get out of here. So this mall actually opened in 1984, and it had original anchors were Rich's, Davison's, and Sears. And then throughout its tenure has done some shuffling of different anchors with Macy's and Penny's and that kind of thing. And currently there is the Sears, which is closing, and then there also is a new anchor that is called Mega Mart, which is kind of like a, I believe, Korean food market. So this mall has undergone some changes drastically throughout the years. It has a weird feeling to this mall because part of it feels 80s, part of it feels 90s. It has this ugly carpet on the ground. It's really a weird mishmash of different types of aesthetics, so to speak. Kind of like just none of it really makes any sense, really. This mall did pretty well for the late 80s and early 90s, and then once the Mall of Georgia opened in 1999, and shortly after the Sugarloaf Mills, formerly called Discover Mills, opened in 2001, that drastically drew customers away from the Gwinnett Place Mall. Changing demographics and a reputation of crime really doomed this mall. And then two things really have just sealed this mall's fate, in my opinion anyways. The first thing is just recently, in December of last year, there was as you saw in the opening news footage there, a young girl discovered behind, I believe, the subway backstage, kitchen area there, and they weren't sure what had happened to her for a while, but turns out she was actually strangled in the food court. So that's never good for business, and she sat there for 2 to 3 weeks before they discovered her body. So that's obviously never good for business. And then also, this mall was bought recently by Moonbeam Properties. So if anybody knows anything about anything, we know how well of a track record Moonbeam has. And it's funny because Moonbeam is called Retail Rehab Specialist, and you have to laugh out loud at that. So this was a great mall to see. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of the tour. Please share this with your friends. Please subscribe. Two quick things here. I do have merchandise for sale now. It's going to be right below the video on the shelf below all the videos at teespring.com/acesadventures. Hoodies, t-shirts, hats, all that stuff going to be for sale right now, and you can check that out. And also make sure YouTube is having some major issues right now. Make sure you, if you are a subscriber and you're watching this video right now, please do not forget to click the bell icon below the video to make sure you are part of the notification group to get notifications when I upload new videos. There's a lot of issues right now with YouTube, and I want to make sure that you're staying up to date on all the latest content. So enjoy the last few minutes of the video. More content coming soon. Up next is going to be the Richland Mall in Columbia, South Carolina, and much more content coming right here from Ace's Adventures.